Hypericum perforatum, the St. John's wort. This, I would have to say, besides the wild rose, is one of my favorite plants and favorite oils. I know that's hard to say, but this is one that I have had such an incredible response with, especially due to some of the tremors that I developed last year. And St. John's wort has a really strong affinity towards the nerves and towards the nervous system. And I use this oil literally every single day. So covered from head to toe, all over my hands. If I feel some of the shaking or the uneasiness, this is a powerful plant and powerful oil. And for many of us, we experience that kind of anxious state, that feeling of just kind of being uneasy or shaken from our center. Now, when we work with this plant, it really speaks for itself, right? I could get on here and tell you a million things about this beautiful plant, but it is quite incredible. Where this plant grows is usually, where we find it is down this old road, and I'm pointing this way because it's over that way. We cross the road and we head towards this river spot that is out here by our house in Canby, towards the Malala River, and it's an old road that is no longer driven upon. And we have permission from the farmers and the neighbors to walk this road to go down to the river. Now, they used to spray a lot of that, but I've been in communication with the neighbors and I've asked them to not spray so that I can rescue the St. John's wort with Tabor. And so we go down there every summer, like in the middle of the summer, with our baskets, and we rescue the St. John's wort, because if we don't harvest it, they will come by and spray it because they find it a nuisance, which is just so interesting because we find it such beautiful medicine. But it grows up from these cracks in the earth through this old road, and it has that kind of signature that it's this light rising out from any of that destruction or the broken heart or the crack or the uneasiness or that split from our spirit or our body. I see that where it grows, it's just so willing to come up and rise with its beautiful yellow flowers anyways. And so I look to this plant as inspiration, and I remember when I feel, my broken heart, all the places of grief, all the places within myself that are uneasy, I call to this plant. Some know St. John's wort taken orally or through the tincture form as a plant for depression, right? And it's used and it's been studied widely for that. You don't have to drink it, but actually this is food safe. So if you wanted to make it into a salad dressing, you could, because it's infused in this olive oil that we get from some wonderful farmers in California that are treating their olives just so beautifully, not spraying them. And they are a very small farm, and I built a relationship with them, and I trust their olives. So that is the only olive oil that I buy. And that's all that's in here is the St. John's wort flower and the olive oil. And then it's solar infused for a couple of days in the sun, and then we keep it in a dark area while it steeps for about 6 weeks. I do like to keep it in the sun for those couple of days when it's really hot to get those properties out. And because I live in the Pacific Northwest, I find that it's really important to have that solar energy in the oil. And I'll show you here in this jar. This one's almost ready to pour. It's been steeping for about 5 weeks, and you can kind of see the yellow flowers and how it starts to build that beautiful red. When you first start, you won't even think that your oil is doing anything, and then over time it just starts to turn into this beautiful color. We also use this to make a salve, to make a lip balm, you name it, but there is endless uses for this. And so right now, if you're struggling with kind of that uneasiness, you rub a little bit on your heart, you put some in your hands, you inhale it, you use it however you can, in whatever way that you feel called to, and I could not recommend it more highly. This is a plant of my heart, and I'm so grateful for working with this medicine, and to the Great Mother for supporting us and supplying us with these beautiful wild-crafted plants, and that we work with them in a way that is honored and sustainable, and that we have rescued them from the terrible glyphosate sprays down these roads. So anyways, I'm happy to share this with you, and I hope that you enjoy it and find it really useful.